Hi everyone to my final project, Mechanical Design in CATIA, where I will be talking about the software used in the industry, background, advantages, disadvantages, and the different software most used, most used, and how to use them, because the majority work with the same principle. So let me change to Prezi. Okay, let's start with background. Before the 60s, people designed their pieces with pen and paper. In this decade, the designers started using computer-aided drawing software. The first one, Sketchpad. This software opened the gap for another to create or develop software, similar software, or better. That leads us to software like AutoCAD, CATIA, and SolidWorks with support to 2D design and 3D, as well as simulation. Okay, CATIA. CATIA arises from the needs of designing the shapes of airplanes by computer. Over time, CATIA becomes accessible software for different operating systems. The mechanical design is a key piece in two important characteristics: creativity and technological development, because it's not only design machines, it's design machines that make machines. Okay, so let's go with the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: you can make change of the original idea very quickly and easy, because I don't know, the teacher tell you that you have to do this part much longer or more shorter. So you have the facility to make that change. The product fabrication can be more easy. That's You can avoid expensive mistakes because you can make the change in the software. You don't need extra prototypes because you can simulate the design or the piece into the software. You don't need to fabricate it. And you don't need extra prototypes. Okay, sorry. Highest efficiency and precision. With the disadvantages, it's more expensive. Of course, it is. The original license are about 500 or $1,000 per year, and you need a special training, basically another career, to be a master in these types of software, because have a lot of tools that you can use in different waves and situations. It's crazy. And this is the phase that the students have when other people when the people say the price of the original licenses. Okay, for the next part, I will show you the interface of CATIA and how to use some tools to make a little batarang. Okay, so let me change my screen to CATIA. Okay, that's right. So we have to click here, start, mechanical design, and part designs. We have to name our piece pattern. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. We have a different planes. In this case, I will use this YZ plane. Sketch, click here and sketch. So we have some dialog box with different tools: constraint, profile, operation, user selection filter, sketch tool. But in this case, we'll, we will use constraint and profile, operation too. So, well, I have the drawing of the batarang. So for the measures, right? So we click here in axis. We put the mouse right here, and that's it. This is a constructed line. This help us to make a guide, some our designs, right? So let's start. We we start drawing the half of the drawing. Okay, the this part, right? So let's start it. We start with an arc right here. This is the center of my circle, the radio, and the part of the arc, right? So let's go to profile. This tool makes that we can move freely in the program, right? So we can put lines wherever what I want. No, sorry, wherever what I want, wherever what you, whatever what I want. Okay, with an angle. So a lot of things. So click right here. Let's make a little shape for like the button here. Another line. We have to make a circle or tangent arc right here. So we continue with lines and another line right here. So another tangent right here, another line, another tangent arc right here, click here, right here, here. That's right. So this is the shape of the batarang. We can move the lines if we select we select them right here, but we have to measure each line and arc that we have a better drawing. Okay, so click here with the line that you want to measure, constraint, constrict dialog box constraint in this tool constraint. Okay, so this is the radio of the arc or of the circle, because this is a circle, but we only use this part of the circle, right? So the radio of this arc is 30 millimeters, right? So the next one, the distance between this line and this point of the ear of the batarang, the ears, it's okay. We select this point, constraint, and this line, right? So the distance between these 2 points, it's 30.24 divide by 2, right? So, oh no, my drawing is broke. I don't know what's happened. This is a this is a normal error. I don't know. It's a normal error because we are definite each line. So we can find some mistakes, but we can click right here and move, or or still make the right, still definite the other lines, right? So we continue this point with constraint, with this point, click, right click button, and sorry. No. It's okay. Okay. This line, constraint, and this line. We have the angle, right? This case, 84 millimeters. Right. So we have this arc, constraint, the radio of, give me a moment, please. 40. Don't worry. We can zoom it. Okay. So, this point, hold control key. No, sorry. Constraint and this line. Ooh, this line. So this is 134 divided by 2. That's right. Okay, that this point, constraint, this another point. No. Vertical measure direction. Okay, with the value of 10 millimeters. That's right. Okay, we have the angle, this angle. Okay, so click here, constraint, this another line, and we have an angle of 0.4. We need that and an 8-degree angle. Okay, so then, okay, this line, constraint, this another line, and we have another angle. 160, sorry, 160. That's right. And the distance between this point from constraint, this line, right click of the mouse and vertical measure, right? So this is 37, very close. Okay, another, we have to click right here in the center of this arc, right? And constraint is with this line with a measure of 50. So here we are, right? I can't move these lines to another direction because they are defined. So this another that are not defined, I can move freely through this program. So we have to define, right? Select this line, constraint, and this line. So 75 millimeters, right? This line, constraint, this another line, We have the angle, but it has to be 35, right? That's it. Okay, so we have this arc constraint with a radius of 43. It has to be 45, very close. Okay, so then click here, constraint, and oh, no, skip. So let's move this here. Okay, so click here and click here. Source constraint, click here. Right click of the mouse, vertical measure direction, and it has to be, give me a moment, please. Oh, no. That measure is, no. Okay, so, sorry. I made a mistake. Okay, this point, constraint, this another point, right click of the mouse, vertical measure, it has to be 75. That's right. This arc constraint with a radius of 100 millimeters, right? So we have a problem right here, but we can move the shape of my, we can move the shape, and that's it. So let's still define the batarang. Okay, let's go very quickly because we are off out of the time. So click here, constraint right here, right click of the mouse, horizontal, and it has to be 140. Oh, nice. So here, that's it. Oh, click here, constraint, right here, right click of the mouse, and horizontal measure direction, right? It has to be 220. Oof, we have a nice pattern. So we are defined all the lines and arcs with our shape. That's good. But in CATIA, the lines and arcs have to be color color green, right? And our lines are color blank. So this is because this is because our figure are not defined at all. So if you click right here and move up and down, you can move the shape. You don't have to move the shape. So we have to click right here in the center of the first arc, hold Control key, select this axis of the origin of the plane, click right here. Let's go to the constraint, to the dialog box constraint, to the tool constraints definite, and click right here in coincidence, right? And okay, so all the lines are color green. So our shape are Definitely. So to make the other part of the batarang, we don't have to make another arc, another lines with the profile. No, no, no. We have a tool that help us to make that part. So hold the control key and select every line in your drawing. Okay, every line. That's good. So let's go to operation to the operation box. Click right here in mirror and then select this axis, right? Or this yellow axis. Don't worry, both are the same. So click and ta-da! We have our batarang, or we have the drawing of our batarang, of the our batarang. Sorry, sir. So now we have finished the drawing. Let's go to out exit workbench. Ta-da! Right? We have another tools to extrude, to make a pocket, a shaft, groove, a hole, and another is to make a shield or like a, I don't know, a box or the type of, I don't know, a jar. So we must use this path and we can extrusionate the pattern, right? With a length of being of 20 millimeters. Review and okay. So we have views, in this case isometrical view or isometric view. Good. So a beautiful pattern. Or if I want to create multi-view, that's right, the front view, isometric view. I don't want, I don't know what top view and this is give me a moment. I don't remember. A right view. Sorry. Okay. So this is all. This is all for the design in CATIA. In this case, a batarang. So let me change my screen to my presentation. Okay. So CATIA has a world of possibilities that the only limit is our own imagination, and we can draw from simple houses to model of cars and airplanes or a batarang. Okay, so this is the end of my talk. In summary, CATIA is a software that offers more tools and facilities than the others like AutoCAD and SolidWorks. And that's why industries such as Volkswagen, Nissan, Renault choose to work with it. Are there any questions?